the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. On the run, it's Payne. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his tight end. There he goes! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
That one will find its way out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going with the ground game left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him.
Trying to rumble in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Terrapins! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Teray. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He wants to change this route. Direct snap. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll move the tight end. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Dances away. Gets rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
2nd down coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires left. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if his quarterback goes his way again.
To the air, it's Baker. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. We've reached the brink. It's Maryland with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick toss. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Quarterback making checks. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And the quarterback.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Payne. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. The screen, he can go. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the first down, get it out of my hand, get the first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Tigers! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Baker. Got his man on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on third down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Breaks into the open. The 50. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. These corners going to give these receivers some space. It's complete to the right. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. They'll run the toss. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Working on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
This time, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Maryland!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Quarterback making adjustments. On the direct snap, it's Payne. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on second down. It's a reverse. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. The Terrapins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Baker. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get at.
Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. No huddle offense to the line. To the air on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll go up top on second and short. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Terrapins started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Looking to scramble. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Trying to bull his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Payne. He'll toss it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He might want another play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on their scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection, and 3/4 are in the books as we head to the 4th. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Oh, it's a reverse. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to the running game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Hawaii. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So here comes the Auburn offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Gets the back moving. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff and teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's hard to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team.